I'm sure that there's lots of other people out there like me who are creatives, who feel like they're starting over, who feel like they're running out of time, and they're in the middle of that process, and they want to connect with other people who are also in that process. What's up, y'all? My name's Shekinah Tebi. My first name is Hebrew, my last name is German. How did that happen? It's a long story. But for now, you guys can just call me Shay. And you're watching the very first episode of my brand new vlog series called The Creative Quest. So come along with me, we're gonna walk and talk. So I have all this camera gear that is coming to my house via whatever way you say that, Amazon, and I don't really have a good place in my house to like make videos that has like good lighting, and so I'm kind of like redoing like my studio to make it compatible for video, as well as doing recording demos and stuff. Hello, train. On my face, we need to go over into the shade. I mean, you could fix that in post, I know, but I'm just trying to get as much of it. It's like recording, you want to get the best like intake that you can. So I'm a full-time musician living in Memphis, Tennessee, and I'm employed by 3 different institutions as a musician. I'm employed by Memphis Tourism as a performer, entertaining tourists that come into Memphis to see the town and learn about the music history. I'm also a teacher 3 nights a week, teaching kids how to be rock stars. And then I'm employed by a church as well, as a worship leader. So, and then my husband's a freelance audio guy, and so like every dollar that's coming into our house is coming from music. But that's only 50% of the dream. The other 50% is, how do I become a full-time artist? Like, how do I flip this to, you know, music that I'm playing that belongs to someone else, to the music that I'm making that's coming out of my soul? Like, how do I make that switch? And I still haven't figured it out yet. But I think I finally know what it is that I've been missing all along. So I moved to Memphis in 2011 from Portland, Oregon. Huge culture change, like big time. The Pacific Northwest is very different from the South. So big time culture adjustment. And Memphis, you know, being a music city, I thought, you know, well, I'm going to do music college, I'm going to graduate, I'm going to build connections here in the city, and someone's going to find me, and by the time I graduate, you know, I'm going to go out full time on the road with my band. Well, that's not at all what happened. I'm 28 years old and I'm still in Memphis. I got married. I've released a few different albums, but nobody knows who I am. No one. I had a very big reality check that no one cares. No one cares. I realized something, that my college degree in music did not teach me how to make money. I knew nothing about marketing, entrepreneurship, how to build a business. Absolutely nothing. Nada. Zilch. Man, I really need to get a freaking selfie stick. This thing is too short and my arms are too weak, as I was saying. So I reached this moment where I was like, I've got to re-educate myself. I've got to learn about music marketing. I've got to learn about business, and I have to figure out how to be an entrepreneur. Otherwise, you know, I could just, you know, kiss my dreams of being an artist goodbye, you know? And so I hit this point where I was like, if I really want to do this, I've got to learn an entire new skill set. I found some really great, you know, resources and people on YouTube and podcasts, and I just started like soaking this stuff up like a freaking sponge. And it was like, holy cow, I was completely like rewiring my brain about like how I think about music marketing and how I think about a music career and how I think about building one. It's completely different from what I was taught and what I thought it was. And again, I'm 28 years old. Yes, I'm a full-time musician, but there's people that are younger than me who are full-time artists that have figured it out somehow. And I'm just like, what the heck? Why can't I figure this out? What am I doing wrong? Well, I finally figured out what I'm doing wrong, what I have been doing wrong. And that's okay. Like, that's part of the journey. Like, and I'm really trying to accept that age is just a number. So I decided, while I'm educating myself, I need to make all new content. Like, there really isn't anything that's out there that really is a current, accurate representation of who I am as an artist and a musician. And I was like, all right, while I'm educating myself about business and entrepreneurship and music marketing and the digital world and all that, I need to write new music. Like, I need to write some banging songs, man. And so banging songs. Oh, I cracked myself up. Anyways, okay. Okay, the light's like much better over here. So I wrote 2 albums worth of brand new material for 2 different projects I'm a part of. A metal band called Youth a Few and a post-hardcore pop-punk project that's like a solo project. And I did it in 8 months. I wrote 2 albums worth, and I was pretty proud of myself. And then it was like, all right, I got all this new material. Now hurry up and wait. Because it's got to be recorded, and it's going to take a while for all that stuff to be recorded. And I was trying to figure out, what the heck do I do in the meantime? Like, what do I do now? Like, do I just sit here and wait? And, you know, as I'm learning all this stuff about, like, marketing and branding and all the people that I follow on YouTube and have listened to, and listen to their podcasts and everything, you know, they all say it's never too early to start, you know, marketing yourself, start branding yourself, and putting yourself out there. So I thought, you know, how many times are we inspired by someone's success? You know, we see something, we see someone that's doing something we want to do, and we're like, wow, I want to do that. That's amazing. Like, and we're super inspired, and we follow them because of their success and all of that. But, you know, how many times are we inspired by someone's process? You know, a lot of the times we don't really care about the process until we see the success first. And I thought to myself, well, what if I started branding, marketing the process itself? And what if I started building community around the creative process itself while I'm in the middle of starting over, while I'm in the middle of rebuilding this music career thing? You know, and just maybe people will jive with that. Like, maybe people will relate to that. I'm sure that there's lots of other people out there like me who are creatives, who feel like they're starting over, who feel like they're running out of time, and they're in the middle of that process, and they want to connect with other people who are also in that process. You know, we can't do this alone. We can't do life alone, and we can't do creativity alone. Like, creativity is a communal act. And so that's what this vlog is for. Like, that's what this is about. The Creative Quest is all about not just my quest for creativity, but it's about all of our quests to build the creative life. And it's very non-traditional, and it's very difficult, but I hope that it can inspire others who may be in the middle of it or just starting out, to see someone, you know, who nobody knows who they are yet, but they're not afraid to put themselves out there right now. Then when that success does come, I have people to celebrate with, who have walked with me through the quest, who have been there with me through, you know, the valleys of Middle Earth, and we're climbing up the mountain. I'm not alone doing that, you know, or I don't just meet people who are excited about it after I make it to the mountain. Like, I can bring people with me on the way to the mountain. And then, you know, when I get to the mountain and the success happens, then all these other people who are inspired by the success now have this catalog that they can go back to see the process. And so it'll just come full circle. So I'm really, really excited about starting this vlog and learning new skills on how to make videos. And it's definitely a learning curve for sure. But again, the whole thing is a process, and I think the process is what can really, really connect with people just as much as the success can. I found a bench. This whole walking and filming thing is gonna take some practice. And my feet are soaked from walking. I mean, we had a big storm last night, so like this whole grassy area in the park is like just completely waterlogged, so my feet are soaking right now. Well, all that to say, I'm gonna challenge myself to do a upload a week. and I've got a lot of different ideas for what I want to do with these videos. Videos like this where I'm just talking about creativity and like the philosophy of creativity, and footage of my jobs and what I do as a musician right now, along with, you know, clips of like stuff that I'm working on, and maybe some cover videos for y'all. I'm gonna do some song analysis stuff. There's a lot of ideas that I have. And of course I'm gonna put up, you know, my own music when it finally gets done and comes out and is ready to upload. You'll be able to find that here on this channel as well. So if you like what you heard in this video, if something inspired you or hit you right in the heart, go ahead and hit that like button, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a brand new video. And with that, y'all, I will see you next time right here on The Creative Quest. I'm such a weirdo. Man, I'm getting the quad workout today. Oh gosh, it's so muddy over here. Why did I do this? Why?